strong.
Behold! The wind rises. Quit following me. Behold! The wind rises.
Not necessarily. Not if you know of a better method, that is. Whichever method you choose, the experiment will end when you reach the opposite shore of the lake. I will factor the time expended and your top speed in.
The opposite side of the lake.
Without limitations, some of us would be unable to stand the icy waters. No matter what choice you make, it's all a part of the experiment. For me, then if you would, please.
Wait a minute! While we're busy testing, what exactly are you gonna be doing?
Me? Recording data, responding to risks, providing, emotional support.
So if we do decide to go swimming, you gonna dive in with us?
No. Unless you're thinking of conducting competitive research?
Oh! Forget Paimon said anything.
Great work. I've never seen your reputation precedes you, traveler. The data shows that—
But you followed us the whole way without—
Me? Actually, I used alchemy to cheat a little. If it turns out that the natural laws of Teyvat do affect you, then the innumerable—
But how does this help?
You've helped me to unravel many of the problems that were holding it back. I may be about to make gold, the essence of the I'm willing to pour all these things that start out as objects.
Oh, so that's why you want—
Precisely. To quote my—
So after all these
Of course not. Now, but follow me. There are some other—
Sakura swirl! Take flight! Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
I hear everything! Unsightly insects! Too slow. Quit following me. Squall fury. The wind rises.
I imagine you must have encountered more than a few I'd like to observe your intelligence by means of a practical test of your capabilities. I'd like you to There are 2 puzzles located. As with the physical test, there are no restrictions. A tried and test. So, let's see you in act.
Behold!
It's a complex environment, so proceed with caution.
Squall and Fury!
Sealy like these are a common sight in the mountains. Returning them to their rightful places is up to you.
Behold! Squall and Fury! Behold! That's far enough! The wind rises. Squall and Fury. Behold. I'll uproot you! One with the forest.
Out of the frying pan, into the pot! My apologies! Embrace the ice!
The wind rises.
It should now be possible to activate the central mechanism. Exactly what will happen when you do is something I'm looking forward to finding out.
Hey! Explaining things is Paimon's job!
Keep up.
Oh, seems that the water level has suddenly decreased. What's this? To the best of my knowledge, these belong to... There's still a lot to learn about them. Let me make a copy first.
Seems like if you want...
I've truly gained a lot. Let me return to the campsite first. By the time you get back, I may just have a fleeting miracle for you to witness.
Paimon's kinda looking forward to seeing the unless you can think of anything better.
Not so fast. You're not leaving until I'm convinced that nothing dangerous is going on here.
You...
I most certainly did not. And I've witnessed, I must say, you let your guards down. Or maybe you were drawn in by his compelling-sounding hypothesis and friendly demeanor. Taking orders from a complete stranger? I'd sooner believe you were tricked than that you would be so naive.
Sister Rosaria's guard's so high, she can't even see over the top of it.
It doesn't matter what you think. He could be a saint for all you know. But I understand him a little better than you. I'm only concerned with one thing. Whether his alchemy has transformed you into something more.
No way! Paimon would have sensed it. And anyway, he didn't even use any alchemy.
With an alchemist of his level, you would... In any case, I'm not about to let a potential...
So, what are you gonna do?
I've got to hand it to you. You have your I've investigated everything else. The only...
But we don't even...
That much, but for insurance purposes, I'd better make a copy. Now then, all things considered, which is what I was hoping. I would have been one very unhappy sister if you'd made me work overtime on...
Overtime?
Before we go our separate ways, Outlander, a word of advice. Don't be so quick to trust Albedo, and don't repeat the same mistakes that you did this time. You made a lot of rash decisions today.
She's good. again! Mondstadt doesn't have many people like that. Huh. Never...
We should be able to see what...
The wind rises. Quick, follow.
You're back. Good timing. You took quite a while. Did you get held up on the way? Time for the results. But the integral preliminary conclusion that I can offer you is... you're very much like a human from this world.
You couldn't tell that? We spent all day working our...
Please, I understand that... Have you ever considered that the world of Tevat may have a natural hostility? I mentioned the natural laws of this. The only other life form that, like you, has come here from afar, is the seed that I mentioned. Under the effects, but... after I observed, imitating you helped to inspire my alchemy. And so...
Whoa! It looks like something's appearing!
The transition from nothing into something, from shoot to stem, is not nurturing otherworldly life also
Aww.
It would seem that that's as far as we go.
Paimon thought, with all our efforts, it might have bloomed...
Life is a manifold tapestry of free entities. Its value shouldn't derive from how a short life can be well lived. A life lived efficiently, lived to perfection, is necessarily... So, do you understand what I meant about us conversing here arguably being a small miracle?
Huh? Don't... Albedo, Paimon...
Thank you both. Your help inspired me to discover the means to make a flower bloom. I mean, at the time in the future, if the need arises, well... I made a point throughout of... But what was that sediment I saw forming at the bottom of the vial? It should not have been... Those born of Earth are bound by its imperfections, but those born of chalk are free of impurities. You and I are alike, both composed of a substance that has yet to be fully defined. If, one day, I lose control, destroy Mondstadt, destroy everything, can I rely on you?